Many thanks indeed. If there's any trouble, I'm sure I can call on your assistance.
I'll be right behind you.
Well, thanks, Steve. Hello, everyone. Tonight is all about whether Newcastle United get their invite to the UEFA Cup draw in Monaco on Friday. Should United win tonight, it will matter little whether they came via the Intertoto Cup. Success will mean they'll rub shoulders with the two Milan clubs, last season's Champions League finalists Valencia, and Leeds, Chelsea and Ipswich, possibly even Aston Villa in this season's first round, which begins on September the 13th. A noisy and enthusiastic reception from three-quarters full St James's Park tonight. Gary Speed returns then to the Newcastle United team, very much the on-field captain, despite the fact that Robert Lee normally wears a captain's armband. The financial implications for Newcastle shouldn't be underestimated tonight. Liverpool cashed in on winning the UEFA Cup last season. If Newcastle want to sign the best players and keep them, they have really got to do well tonight and clinch that UEFA Cup spot. Well, Bobby Robson wanted this tie moved to tomorrow night to give his team time to recover from Sunday's game with Chelsea. He makes three changes, bringing in Gary Speed, Alberto Solano and Wayne Quinn, who replaces the cup-tied Laurent Robert. Newcastle are still without the likes of Alan Shearer, Carl Court and Kieran Dyer, all injured, and so they keep faith with that strike force of number 8 Craig Bellamy and number 9 Shola Amiobi. Well, Troyes recorded an excellent win at Marseille on Saturday night in front of 60,000 fans, so they'll have few fears about playing at St James's Park tonight. They're without their captain and playmaker Celestini, right midfield player Amzine and defender Berthe all are injured. So Alain Perrin, their coach, goes for a formation that includes two wing-backs and an attacking front three. The danger man is number 13, Nicolas Gousset, who scored that winning goal on Saturday night in the Stade Velodrome against Marseille. Official tonight comes from Italy, Chelsea. And I'm joined in the commentary position by former Liverpool legend and Republic of Ireland international Ray Houghton. Is it going to be Newcastle's night, or are Troyes going to cause a surprise?
Well, I predicted that Newcastle will win tonight. I've gone for 3-1, mainly because at home in front of all the players, with Bobby Robson here, the manager, he's obviously picked a very attacking side this evening, gone for that 4-4-2. With the forwards that they've got, I just feel if they can get the ball wide, the two wingers have got, get the balls into the box for Amiobi and Bellamy, they will create chances. But they've got to give this Troyes side the respect they deserve. They should have really beat Newcastle in the first leg, but I think it's going to be Newcastle's night tonight.
Great news for Newcastle. I spoke to Alan Shearer in the last hour and he said he would definitely take some part in Sunday's derby here with Sunderland.
Yeah, that's terrific news. We really do need to have Alan back playing again. It's been a long time since he's put on the...
Well, there seems to be a slight problem here. Sorry to interrupt you, Ray. One of the referee's assistants is complaining about the goal net there, which appears to have come slightly adrift at the bottom. Normally the sort of thing that happens on a Sunday afternoon Parks match, when you can't find one of those metal stakes to bang in the ground, you can't find a hammer to do it, but he's spotted a hole in the net and he's insistent the game will not start before that net is firmly secured. If I had a hammer.
Well, normally you would have the groundsman out before the match, wouldn't you, check in, make sure the nets were okay, but I was looking at the referee and was wondering why he wasn't kicking the game off, but he was down chatting to the UEFA official on the sidelines there, and they're just obviously going to wait for someone to come along with a hammer and make sure the net's fine.
Well, they can't find a groundsman to do the work. There's Boutal, the front three for Troyes tonight. Normally plays in midfield, but asked to play up front with several key players injured for Troyes. He'll play in the centre of the attack. Similar story for Shola Amiobi, who'll play up front alongside Craig Bellamy. Gary Speed returns to the side after picking up a hamstring strain which caused him to miss Sunday's game with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. He takes over from Clarence Acuna. There are running repairs. We found a hammer. In the age of high tech, Newcastle's net is being repaired low tech. At long last, the Italian referee will shortly get this Intertoto Cup final second leg underway. Just a reminder, the first leg in France ended 0-0. And as St James's Park Roar greets the kick-off, which is imminent now. Newcastle have lost their last 3 major cup finals. The Intertoto Cup final may not have the kudos of an FA Cup final or a League Cup final, but it's a passport to Europe that Newcastle have been patiently working towards. Tonight their 6th tie in this competition, and it should be quite a week for Bobby Robson's side. Qualification for the UEFA Cup and victory here against Sunderland on Sunday would be a sweet 6 days on Tyneside. Warren Barton getting to the ball here. Alberto Solano, who was away on international duty, much to the annoyance of Bobby Robson last week. This is Bradia, one of the 3 central defenders for Troyes. Bradia getting a bit of a buffeting there from Craig Bellamy. It'll be the goalkeeper Urtubis to take the free kick here for Troyes. Boutal is the target man. Incidentally, this is Troyes' first ever visit to England for any sort of game. They haven't even played a friendly in these shores. And they've won another free kick. Maneri was a player fouled by Shola Ameobi, who has to be careful tonight. He's on 2 yellow cards. And here is Ameobi now for Newcastle United. Bellamy, can he strike on goal? Well, there wasn't a great deal of power in the shot by Craig Bellamy, but good combination between the two.
Yes, it certainly was. Opportunity for Newcastle there.
Ameobi. Good high-tempo start by Newcastle United. That's what Bobby Robson was talking about in the last hour. He said he wanted to put pressure on the Troyes defence. Solano! Oh, it's a beauty! Alberto Solano is back in England and back with a super goal. Not an expression on the face of Bobby Robson. The two have had a war of words on the last 7 days, but Solano has responded with a quite outstanding strike.
It certainly was. Picks the ball 25 yards out from goal. Only one thing in his mind, that was having a strike at goal. You got to say that the goalkeeper, TV's really should have done a bit better there. The ball was straight at him, but the power and the pace just beat him as he went into the corner of the net. Tremendous start. We're just seeing here from Solano. Picks the ball up. Tremendous strikes. The power and the pace that beats the goalkeeper. And the perfect start for Newcastle United.
And here's Bellamy now. Newcastle have their tails up. Bellamy is the only Newcastle player inside the box. Tomas got the ball clear. And Troyes are just finding it difficult to stay with the pace and pressure that Newcastle United are exerting on them at the moment. 3 here is Robbie Elliott, who's had a 4-year absence from this football club. He played for Bolton in between, leaving Newcastle and rejoining them this summer on a free transfer. That's an unbelievable start by Newcastle United. And the coach of Troyes, Alain Perrin, can take note. Solano is hungry for goals. Thomas just trying to steady the ship down a little bit. Bradia. Ahmed doing well to keep the ball in play. Maneri. Cut out by Warren Barton. Given away to Shola Amiobi by Leroy. Zavagno scrapping for the ball. First real Troyes attack. They're trying to pick out Boutal, which they've managed to do, but he hasn't got the beating of Shea given at the near post. It was a very ambitious shot by Boutal. Solano. Bellamy has to chase that one, but Thomas has got there first and has got himself in a bit of a pickle. Troyes struggling here, aren't they, Ray?
Yeah, they certainly are. And what they're doing at the back, Gary, they're playing a man-to-man marking system. Thomas picking up Bellamy, and Mineri is following Amiobi wherever he goes. So it'll be interesting if they just get a bit of movement. I feel that Newcastle could get something out of this up front.
Saifi is not too impressed with the challenge. He was on the receiving end of here. It wasn't a great piece of control, to be honest. This is only Troyes' 8th European tie ever. They're a goal down in the opening couple of minutes here. Appeared to be a handball by Robert Lee. Elliott. Lee. Lee ran into trouble. He had the ball ripped from him from Leroy. No foul. Solano tries to initiate another Newcastle attack. Warren Barton now. As Newcastle move up the gears again, Bellamy. And it was aimed in towards the heart of that Troyes defence by Warren Barton there. Saifi. Put out by Abisas. A hopeful ball into Amiobi, and Amiobi's away from his marker here. Urtubis claimed the ball, but I think the whistle might have gone free kick here to Troyes.
You just see there, Amiobi just putting his arm across Mineri there. Referee spotted it very quickly and gave the free kick to Troyes. A perfect start for Newcastle.
Thomas is the covering player. Bellamy trying to get goal side of him. It's Thomas to take the throw. For the record, Troyes have only won one of their 3 away games in this season's Intertoto Cup. That was in Stockholm. They've done slightly better at home. There is a Troyes player lying injured at the moment. Here's Savagno, though, for the visiting French team. Given away to Quinn. Newcastle sportingly put the ball out of play.
Saifi, it's down, Gary, and it was a bit of a lunge in there. I think it was Gary Speed who went in for the tackle, and he looks like he's caught a nasty kick on the right leg there. Just see here, he plays it off first time, and it certainly was Gary Speed just coming in a little bit late, catching him on the knee there, and I think Gary's a little bit lucky that the referee didn't see that instant, or else it could have well have been a yellow card there.
Alain Perrin having a quiet word with Boutal. That 3-pronged attack of Troyes haven't really got going yet. They haven't troubled Newcastle United. I think maybe he's talking about a tactical change even at this early stage as we see the injury to Saifi again. So Newcastle build here with Lee, who's available for the return pass. Elliott. Solano, who's popped up on this left-hand side now. ran into trouble. Boutal got the challenge in. Alberto Solano, who really upset many people last week by flying off to Colombia to play in a rather meaningless World Cup qualifier. His Peruvian national team had little chance of qualifying for the World Cup, but he flew off nonetheless. He arrived back in England on Saturday morning. He was taken out of the squad for the Chelsea game on Sunday. He's responded with a superb goal in this Intertoto Cup final. Elliott doing ever so well. Bellamy, good touch. Leroy. Bellamy again. Thomas managed to win the ball. A bit more like it now by Troyes, who do like to knock the ball around. It's in towards Boutal. Well, he slid in hoping to get a touch on that cross, and he wasn't a million miles away. Boutal here, the former Bordeaux player.
Quite simply, this should have been a goal. This is a fantastic ball into the box, right into the danger zone between Dabisas and the keeper Shea Given. And you've got to see Boutal really should have got the end of that. That should have been the equaliser.
Let's not underestimate Troyes. They carry real threat, as they showed in the first leg, where Newcastle were slightly fortunate not to concede a goal. Gousset, who's playing tonight on the left-hand side of the attack, and a couple of other players. Troyes almost found a way through. Dabisas with a header. This one knocked in towards Boutal again, but claimed easily by Shea Given. Speed. Lee's made a break ahead of him. Here's Solano. That's a lovely turn. Aimed in towards Amayobi, taken by Urtubis. I do believe that was Rob Lee on that far side.
I think he's a little bit lucky, Gary, if you see it again. I think we tried to play the ball off first touch, went under his foot, and the defender didn't know where it went.
Solano. Kieran Dyer was quoted in tonight's local newspaper here saying that Alberto Solano is Newcastle's second most important player behind Alan Shearer.
But where does Kieran Dyer come in that list as well then? I mean, he is very important, and the fact that he's not playing is a massive blow for Newcastle United. He's been out for some months now, and we do hope that he's back very quickly, both for Newcastle and England. But he's right, Solano's a fabulous player, and he's proved it so far this evening. It's the midfield of Newcastle that's done really well. They're closing things down quickly. Anything in midfield, they're in there snapping at the Troyes midfield players, giving them no time whatsoever.
Warren Barton. Thomas. Saifi. Leroy. It's one or two signs of Troyes getting into their stride a little bit here. Here's Roten. Gousset's forward, Boutal's forward as well. Gousset looking for support. Leroy. Shea Given right behind it. Sort of shot he should have, sort of save he should have made against Chelsea on Sunday when he allowed that shot by Uduine Zenden to squirm under his body. He was right behind that one though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was really untroubled there. But they are getting back into the game at the moment. They're taking command, they're spreading the ball wide. This Boutal makes some lovely runs into the wide areas.
He scored in the away leg at Stockholm in round 3, and he got a hat-trick against FC Tbilisi in round 1. Dabisas. Rob Lee now for Newcastle United. Solano. Good clearance in the end by Dabisas. Concedes the corner. There was no call from the goalkeeper. I think that's what Dabisas was saying there. And it's a corner kick to Troyes, who are getting stronger and stronger after that initial setback of conceding a goal after 2 minutes of the game. Maneri prominently forward here for this corner kick. It's over Maneri's head. It's over the head of Thomas. Delivered back into the danger zone by Ahmed. And delivered to safety by Nikos Dabisas. Do look dangerous, Troyes, from these dead ball situations, and the captain and playmaker Celestini, who normally takes them, is out tonight. Bellamy can lead the counter-attack now for Newcastle United. Good tackle by Thomas. Speed. Rob Lee now. Solano. Lee again's given it away. Zavagna about to gallop into Newcastle territory and pick out Gousset, who's ridden the initial challenge. Surely that's a free kick to Newcastle United, and the Italian official eventually blows his whistle. 13, Nicolas Gousset, who scored that winning goal for Troyes on Saturday night in Marseille. Lee. Much more even now, Ray, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. They have got back into the match. Newcastle just sitting back a little bit too much for me. You know, you need to get the fullbacks forward a little bit more. Just see Warren Barton getting down the right-hand side now, but it's down this left-hand side where Elliot's been tucking in far too much and playing more like a 3 at times. I think he needs to get a little bit wider and help Quinn down this left-hand side.
Gousset picks out Thomas. Saifi, Leroy, Boutal. This was very much the style of the first leg when Troyes knocked the ball around. Rotten. Solana, early ball forward. Look at Bellamy's pace, he's got in behind the defence here, Bellamy!
He showed,
sure you can lip read.
He showed great pace here, didn't he? Outstrips the defender, gets in front of him. Unfortunately, just can't get the ball out in front of him here. And you've got to give the defender, Brazier, all the credit there. Just got his foot in and diverted it for a corner. But terrific break here. Pace from Bellamy was terrific, but good defending.
Solano with a corner kick. Away by Braga. Knocked back in by Quinn, but it wasn't an accurate ball. Saifi now, here come Troyes. 25 is Rotten. Might get another chance here. He's played the ball into Ahmed. It's spooned up off the defender. Given with a good punch away, hooked back into the danger zone, and Maneri almost scores. The goal was unattended as Shea Given punched that one to safety, and it landed at the boot of Maneri.
He certainly did, and it was Ahmed here. His first touch was not the best. Shea Given decides to come out, punches, doesn't get great distance on it. Maneri with the first time left foot shot. Fortunately for Newcastle United, just gone wide of the goal.
Bellamy scurries after this one. Much more even contest now after that high velocity start by Newcastle United, which brought them that early goal. Zavagna. Leroy eating up the ground here, in towards Boutal. As Gousset in support, it's a dreadful ball. Just a gift for Shea Given. And every time Newcastle move forward, Troyes threaten to counter-attack so spectacularly.
They certainly do, and it's Leroy in the middle of the park. He's making some fabulous runs, breaking up the play of Newcastle in the middle of the park, and then got the pace to get forward and support his front two of Gousset and Boutal. you've got to say at this moment in time, they look the better side.
Say just underline that Newcastle goal by Roberto Solano after 2 minutes eliminates the possibility of going to extra time and penalties. If Troyes were to find an equalising goal, ended 1-1, they would go through on the away goals rule. So Newcastle have to be vigilant at the back, as well as attempt to find a second goal to give them a little bit of a cushion. Here's Amiobi. Sanchez, a covering defender, and he did well to slide the ball out with Bellamy in a close attendance.
Once again, though, it's Craig Bellamy using his pace down the flanks that's been causing the problems.
What should Newcastle do, Ray? Go for a second goal or lock the back door?
Well, they need a second goal, Gary. That's quite obvious watching Troyes play. They do look coming forward like a team who could score goals. You know, they break extremely quickly, got terrific pace. One goal's never enough, is it? You know, to sit back and defend for the next 70 minutes, I just feel would be foolhardy, really. They need this second goal.
That man's team are not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Just one goal would do it, remember. Bobby Robson really concerned that Newcastle don't lose concentration here. Thomas, he had the ball whipped away from him. Urtubis, he almost lost it too, with Amiobi moving in for the kill. Tony Urtubis, a really experienced goalkeeper, who almost made a crucial error there. Hussein, Saifi, tricky Algerian player, he's trying to line up a shot here. Rotten. Newcastle United who won the free kick. Rob Lee, who's been at the club so long, even his hair's black and white these days. He was being fouled though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he certainly was, yeah. Used his experience here. Rob got in front of his man and Rotten had to bring him down from behind.
Ranieri claims that was a legal challenge. He was the player who hooked that shot goalwards when Shay Given punched the ball clear about 5 minutes ago. I thought it was a clumsy challenge myself. The free kick has been given. And some of those big central defenders of Newcastle United have stolen forward now on into the edge of the penalty area, including Aaron Hughes, number 6. Well, there's plenty of pushing and shoving going on. Hughes did well to try and get close to that when he scored that crucial goal away in Munich, you might recall, which set up the platform for Newcastle United's success against 1860 Munich. Speed. Rob Lee. Slightly concerned for Newcastle United in the last 20 minutes of the match, when maybe the effects of playing a match on Sunday at Chelsea might become apparent. Remember, Bobby Robson wanted this tie moved back 24 hours to give Newcastle United's players a chance to recover from that game at Stamford Bridge. And that's why he's made the 3 changes tonight to freshen up his midfield. There's a foul by Amiobi. I'll just underline the fact that he's on 2 yellow cards. Another yellow for Amiobi here, and he'd missed the first round of the UEFA Cup first leg.
Yeah, clumsy challenge here from Amiobi. Brazier's breaking forward there, just clipped his heels. A definite free kick.
Neri. So another free kick here for Troyes. Savagno, the players involved, Ahmed and Rotten too, but I think it's going to be Leroy, who's just backing out of your picture to the left-hand side, who's going to have a pop at Shay Given's goal. Leroy, good strike, it's gone in, Shay Given's made another error. Oh dear, that's the vital away goal that Troyes were looking for, and Shay Given made the error, and he will have to shoulder the responsibility of that Troyes equalising goal.
We did say it was coming, Gary, didn't we? They were on top of this match. Free kick, Leroy hits it. I thought it took a deflection off someone. There was a lot of bend and swerve on the ball, but you got to say Shay Given, a top-class goalkeeper like him, really should have got his body behind that one, and that should have been an easy save. He's a good 35 yards out, seemed to have taken a deflection because Shay's going to his left, having to go back to his right, and you can just see there by his reaction, he thinks it's come off someone. So it's 1-1.
Well, that goal has been greeted by virtual silence around St James's Park. Remember, if the scoreline remains at 1-1, Troyes will go through on the away goals rule. Newcastle need another goal. We can hear now from our studio guest, Pat Nevin. Pat, did you see that goal coming?
Well, not over surprised, but they've actually come into the game more and more. The thing about both the goals had some similarity. The ball moved incredibly in both strikes. It is a zippy surface just now, but that ball was moving. It's incredible how much, being directly behind it, you've seen that it wasn't that bad from Shay Given. It was just a fantastic strike that moved 2 or 3 feet in flight.
Would you assign any blame to the goalkeeper, Pat, there then?
Yeah, well, in the old phrase, they'd be disappointed with it, but I actually have to say that I think it was a great strike, and I think it would be difficult for any goalkeeper to read that because it moved so much. From the angle that we're at, it was quite incredible how much it moved, and as I say, the ground's zippy.
Many thanks, Pat. Speed. Can Newcastle find a goal here? I thought there was a foul there by Solano, indeed the referee agrees. Well, you can email us your comments either on that goal by Troyes or anything else you want to ask or put to Pat Nevin. There's our website address, football@channel5.co.uk. Looking forward to receiving your emails. Just going back to Pat's point, I should point out that the weather conditions weren't brilliant now before kick-off. There's an opening here for Troyes. They've pinched a second goal. Would you believe it? Gousset has scored to make it 2-1. They can hardly believe it. 2 goals here for Troyes in the space of 4 minutes has turned this Intertoto Cup final on its head.
Yeah, this is a poor goal. It was actually a Newcastle defender who flicked the ball on. Gousset's through on goal. Very calm. Took the finish extremely well, put in the corner. Goes past Warren Barton, far too easy here. Takes it inside of the box, onto his left foot. Waits for Shay Given to come out. And just puts it into the corner there. A little bit of luck with the bounce. But you got to say, after that first goal, they were well in command of this match.
Newcastle have to score twice then to go through. Oh, what a turnaround here for Troyes. Speed did well to avoid having a free kick awarded against him. Leroy. And of course another goal for Troyes would probably end it as a contest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you would have to say so. I mean, at this moment in time, Gary, you've got to say that they look the fresher side. The fact that Newcastle did play Sunday, it looks like a lot of players out there are looking very tired at this moment in time.
Quinn. Every 50-50 ball being contested is being won by the French team at the moment. Newcastle United looked shell-shocked after conceding those 2 goals in the space of about 4 minutes. The first to Leroy and then Gousset, heaping misery on Newcastle United. Now can Newcastle find an equaliser? They've got a free kick. Otten has been penalised. Gary Speed tried to slalom his way through the Troyes defence.
It was a good break from midfield by Gary Speed. And Hamed and Thomas came in between the two of them, sandwiched them. Definite free kick for Newcastle United, and with the likes of Solano, you would feel that this is a great opportunity for them.
It's going to be Norberto Solano who's trying to find a way past this defensive wall. Just for the moment, Troyes have all 11 players back inside their own 18-yard box. This could be a crucial moment of this football match. Solano. Oh, the free kick took a deflection. Wayne Quinn standing in for Laurent Robert, and that isn't going to please the home supporters. Just wonder whether Bobby Robson is thinking about any possible changes. He hasn't got too many options available to him, to be honest. There's a surfeit of midfield players. The only out-and-out striker probably is Trésor Loire, who could come on and maybe turn this match on its head. We'd love to get on Loire, the Colchester kid. But the home supporters are getting frustrated. Solano's cross, is that going to go in? It's just gone wide. Quinn within an ace of making it 2-2. Seemed to raise up off his shin. He didn't hit it cleanly. I don't think he knew too much about it.
Yeah, but this was all down to Solano down that right-hand side. So tremendous pace and courage getting behind the Troyes defence here. Just shows his strength, gets it back into the danger zone. Quinn does great, gets across the defender extremely well, and that's inches away from the equaliser.
Noticeably, Troyes are less attack-minded after scoring that second goal. They've just fallen back slightly, and that's allowed Newcastle a little bit more room in this game. Urtubis with a clean take. Boutal, clever little flick on there. Quinn under intense pressure, illegal pressure in the end by Ahmed. He seems to have damaged himself in making that foul. Newcastle just might have to be patient here. They've got an hour to find a couple of goals, and that's going to be a tall order. Here's Bellamy. Hughes. Quinn. He's found an opening and then wanted to cut the ball round Saifi and was unsuccessful. This is Saifi now. Oh, he's got skill to burn. Saifi. Well, Bobby Robson described Troyes as the best European side Newcastle had faced in the Intertoto Cup. You probably see what he's talking about now. Ahmed, Saifi, Leroy. captain. Oh, he had his after goal blocked eventually, but Troyes seem to be growing in confidence with every passing minute here. Ahmed going to the French side.
Yeah, they certainly are. The passing and movement's been excellent. It's the front three really of Troyes caused all the problems, and coach Perrin will be extremely happy the way things have gone. Got off to the worst possible start, a goal behind after 2 minutes, but from then on, really, they've been in charge of this match.
Leroy, Zavagno, Thomas. No wonder they want to get the ball back to Urtubis. Boutin. Handing it now for Newcastle. Amayobi taking a bit of a buffeting. Really has been a sharp learning curve for this young man. Thrown into the Newcastle attack for these Intertoto Cup matches, with the likes of Shearer and Court absent through injury. Thomas. Oranbon. Bellamy. Put out by Bradia, but it was a wasteful ball by the Troyes defender. Robley quickly takes the throw. Solano did his best to try rescue a difficult situation. Crucial that Newcastle find a goal before half-time. And the frustration of Warren Barton showing there as Gousset tries to waste a bit of time. Dabisas. Free kick. Good job it was a free kick, because nobody was back defending, was there?
No, there certainly weren't anyone there, and it was a dangerous position to lose the ball here. Nicolas Dabisas. Boutal just coming in from the side there, catching him. The referee gave a free kick, or Troyes would have been away. But I think it's important that Newcastle don't concede any more goals before half-time, Gary. 2-1, I'm sure Bobby Robson, the coach, could change things at half-time. Maybe play a different system, but if they went out 3-1 down, you'd have to say it would be game over.
Solano. Just went round the blind side, trying to head the ball back across the face of the goal. Didn't quite come off. Newcastle certainly have the greater European experience. It's not showing tonight. This is Newcastle's 5th European campaign in the last 7 years. Speed. Wayne Quinn now for Newcastle United, in towards Amayobi. Need some help out there. And into Mineri's challenge. The play now compressed into the Troyes half of the field. Lee. Oh dear, Newcastle United could be caught out here. Boutal, Troyes streaming forward. Ahmed. Still Ahmed. Newcastle have got players back here. That wasn't a foul. Just underlined, there was about 20 minutes of rain, about 20 minutes before kickoff. And that really has made the playing surface very slippy indeed, but it really has enabled Troyes to perfect their passing style. And that's a terrific ball there by Ahmed. Appeals for handball not given. Well, the St James's Park crowd have gone very, very quiet indeed. They fear the worst here, don't they?
Yeah, they do. There's too many gaps. with Newcastle at the moment. They've changed tactics slightly. They're playing 3 at the back. They've pushed Aaron Hughes into midfield. Eric, try and bolster that up. There's plenty of room down the flanks for Twan. They're making good use of it so far.
Bellamy, really brave in the tackle. Craig Bellamy, the crowd are on their feet here. Oh, it took a deflection and almost wrong-footed the keeper. Well done, Craig Bellamy.
Yes, good play from Bellamy there. But once again, he's up there on his own. Here he gets into the tackle there, plays a 1-2 with Gary Speed. But he's on his own here, decides to have a shot, comes off the defender, Brazier, and you've got to say well done to the goalkeeper, deflecting it by for a corner.
Solano's corner. Headed clear by Maneri. And Newcastle United are stretched once again. Gousset tried to chip the keeper. Gousset is disappointed with his own efforts there. Needed more of the pitching wedge rather than the 4-iron. Newcastle trying to squeeze the game. Troyes are particularly adept at frustrating Newcastle. Quinn and Abiomi not really on the same wavelength. And Rob Lee has received a yellow card for that rash challenge. I'm not quite sure what Newcastle can do at this stage.
Pray, I think, at this moment in time, Gary, because really and truly they are all over the place. And there we see Rob Lee. That's just a frustrated challenge there. He knows that they're getting overrun all over the pitch at this moment in time, and a definite yellow card there.
Solano. Pass in hope rather than accuracy. Barton. What really has been impressive about Troyes is that they've altered their game depending on the nature of what they have to achieve. When they have to chase the game, they chased it effectively, and they've won possession back here. Boutal, Saifi, Leroy. When they've had to defend the lead, they've done that well as well. Warren Barton has some space. That final ball has been frustrating for the home side.
It certainly is, and Warren Barton will know better than that. Very experienced player. Broke well from defence there, but you got to see his final ball was very poor indeed. And it was a good opportunity for Newcastle.
Newcastle United hoping to follow in the footsteps of Celta Vigo, Udinese and Stuttgart, who all progressed from the Intertoto Cup last season. But at the moment, it's Troyes of France who hold the aces in this Intertoto Cup final second leg. Shearer lending his voice to the radio commentary of tonight's game. He's hoping to be back on Sunday in that match against Sunderland, and how Newcastle have missed him. Saifi, that's a lovely turn by Saifi. It really has been impressive. The 2 touches he's shown in this first half. He's been clattered a couple of times, mind you, as rotten was then by Barton. Solano. Forward towards Bellamy, but Urtubis is there. Bobby Robson, no doubt, composing his half-time team talk and thinking about any possible changes he's going to make. He might think about making changes in midfield, where he does have Acuna and Bacedas available to him, and Gavilan as well, the Paraguayan international. Speed. Bellamy. That's just summed up Newcastle United's frustration in the last 20 minutes as Speed was unable to find the target. So just 1 minute stoppage time to be added on.
The official has announced 1 minute of stoppage time to be added.
That 1 minute couldn't pass soon enough for Newcastle United. Elliott. Raja. Saifi. All the way back to Urtubis. This should be the last action of this first half, which started so brightly for Newcastle United when Solano scored on 2 minutes and boos great the half-time whistle. After that Solano goal, Trois struck back. Leroy struck a free kick past Shea Given, and then Gousset made it 2-1, and that's the way it stays at half-time. The thoughts of Pat Nevin along with Steve coming up after the break, but the half-time score is Newcastle 1, Trois 2.
Got 2 goals they need, or there's no European adventure for another year for Newcastle. Here's Ray Houghton, and first Gary Bloom.
And I can tell you that the official attendance...
Thanks, Steve. So who'll be going through to Friday's draw in Monaco for the UEFA Cup first round? Will it be Trois or will it be Newcastle United? Newcastle's destiny awaits them now in this second 45 minutes where they have to score 2 goals. Simple question is, Ray Houghton, can they do it?
Well, you'd like to think so, Gary, but the problem's going to be they need to go forward and score 2 goals, which means they're going to leave a lot of openings at the back, and that's where Trois have really been at their best, attacking down the flanks of Newcastle.
Trois have conceded goals in each away game they've played in the Intertoto Cup this season. They conceded after just 2 minutes of this game. Can Newcastle find an early goal now at the start of this second half? Here's Dabisas. Tries to chip it forward to Bellamy. Craig Bellamy had a frustrating opening 45 minutes. The word is that when Newcastle have everybody fit, Bellamy there will play behind Shearer and Court in Bobby Robson's first choice formation. Bernard, one of the players warming up, but I don't think Bobby Robson will be thinking about a change just yet at this early point of the second half. Zavagno. Warren Barton decided not to give the ball to Shea Given, and he's got himself in a bit of trouble here. Rodden's won the ball here. Gousset. It's come off the upright. Boutal. That could be it. That could be the goal to take Trois through to the UEFA Cup. Newcastle scored at the start of the first half. Trois have scored right at the start of the second.
Yeah, it's the worst possible start to the second half for Newcastle United. And it's here, Warren Barton, that's dreadful defending. He's down on that right-hand side. He's got to clear his lines. Gets robbed quite easily. Ball goes to Gousset. Here's the first shot. It ricochets off the post. And there's Boutal in the middle of the goal, 7 yards out, gets his left foot to it, puts the ball into the empty net, 3-1, and in many respects, Gary, that's game over.
Oh dear. Newcastle are looking for a miracle here. Amiobi. Newcastle United need 3 more goals now. Maybe they need a miracle, but miracles do happen. And Bobby Robson, with a shrug of the shoulders, knows how difficult it's going to be for his Newcastle United team. After conceding this early goal in the second half, it all started with that error by Warren Barton. Boutal was in the right place at the right time. Well, one thing's for sure, that if Newcastle can turn this round, they'll be talking about this game for years and years. Yeah,
certainly will, Gary. But, you know, at half-time, Bobby Robson's probably said to his players, look, you had the perfect start in the first half. You've got to go out there with the same commitment. You never know, you might get back into the match. And the worst thing you can do is that piece of defending from Warren Barton. Just clear your lines in any position like that.
Tabis just waited on his line there. Quinn was almost in at the back post. This is Boutal, the third Troyes goal scorer. Bellamy looking for a corner kick. Craig Bellamy, one of the expensive summer imports for Newcastle, cost £6 million. Scored his only Newcastle goal against Loughran in this competition. How they could do with a Craig Bellamy hat-trick in this second period. They would feel he'd repaid his transfer fee if he managed that. Here's Davy-Sets. As Pat Nevin was saying before kick-off, if Newcastle were to go out tonight, that would be 6 matches wasted of the Intertoto Cup. Ball by Davy-Sets. Rotten now for Troyes. Such a clever, incisive team. They've unpeeled the outer layers of that Newcastle defence time after time. Thomas. Rotten. Leroy, who looks a class act, he really does. Warren Barton. Davy-Sets, hopeful ball forward. Speed. Leroy had his head unfortunately knocked there by Aaron Hughes. You were extolling his virtues at half-time, Ray, weren't you?
Yeah, certainly was. I think he's a real class player in there. Very committed. Good run over the ball, good pass over the ball. Very strong. Just in that challenge there was no way he was going to duck out of that one.
He went sliding in there and got a slap on the back of his head, Leroy, from Davy-Sets. Allowed to say on air what your match prediction was for the final score, Ray? Ray waves his hands and says no. I'll let you into a little secret, it wasn't a Newcastle win. Here's Solano with a free kick for Newcastle. But Solana. Newcastle just lacking that cutting edge at the moment. And here's Gousset. Rotten. Gousset calling for the ball back here. He bears down on that Newcastle goal again. Rotten. Saifi. just slice the ball. Amiobi, the intended target here. He's done well to win that ball, but away by Thomas. Solano being bodged off the ball by Zavagno. And that's out. That's going to be a Newcastle throw. But currently 5th in the French First Division after 5 games, so they're doing pretty well after a confident start to the new campaign. This is Intertoto, their goalkeeper. Shay Given is now the new sweeper for Newcastle United. The St James's Park crowd are very demanding in what they expect from this football team, and unless Newcastle are up there with the big boys, they're not happy at all. And there's plenty of disquiet around this ground, especially at half-time. The expression on the faces of those Newcastle fans tells its own tale. I imagine unless things turn around dramatically, several might be heading for the exits 10-15 minutes before the end. Let's hope not. Let's hope Newcastle can find a goal and find one quickly here. Amiobi's in there trying to win the ball. Saifi. Rob Lee went sliding in. Warren Barton now. Amiobi. Lee. Elliott. That was a real lunge there by Robbie Elliott. The referee spotted it. He caught Ahmed quite painfully. And the referee rather belatedly is going to show a yellow card here to the Newcastle United left back. I don't think Robbie Elliott can have any complaints about that.
He certainly can, and one of the problems for Newcastle now, they've got to be, just watch, they don't get too frustrated. You see he's lost the ball here, clearly gone, he's caught his leg there. Wasn't the worst challenge in the world, but it's the frustration of the position they're in at this moment in time. You know, you've just got to be careful, because one thing you don't want is some red cards in this game from Newcastle's point of view.
Zavagno. Lewa. Great run here by Roten. Lovely cross. Oh, it's almost foot. Well, the terrific run there by Gousset almost brought the 4th goal.
There's the passing and movement. Here you see Roten down the left-hand side. Fantastic first-time ball into the box. Gousset in the middle of the goal on his own. Fortunately for Newcastle, he was in an offside position, but they built the play up from their own defence there, just showing a lot of confidence. Every one of the players on the Troyes side very comfortable and accomplished on the ball.
You can hear the reaction of the home supporters. Braja, Zavagno. Roten, Butau. Are you surprised that Bobby Robson hasn't made a change by now, Ray?
Yes, I think when the third goal went in, he probably realised that he might have to make a change. I'm a bit surprised Loire's not come on, because it's up front. The two young lads have done reasonably well. Bellaby more so than Amiobi, but it's the balls up to him haven't been the best. You know, they've just been aimless balls up to the front to two young men trying their hardest to run around, but I think you need someone a little bit more clever up front, and Loire certainly comes into that category where he can get hold of the ball and twist and turn defenders.
There's no substitute for class, but experience comes a close second, and that's what Newcastle lack in attack. They need an Alan Shearer, Court, or somebody like that who just can ruffle those Troyes defenders to an extent where Newcastle can get a foothold in this match. Boutal has looked highly impressive tonight. Zavagno to take this throw. Zavagno. Shay Given almost deceived again now. Not sure if he got a touch to that one. The referee suggests a corner kick, and Shay Given says I didn't touch the ball.
You can see Ahmed in the middle of the park. He's got far too much room. Shows great skill. Try and chip Shay Given. Shay going backwards, definitely didn't touch the ball. It should have been a goal kick.
So Troyes do have the corner. Given went flying after the ball, didn't get there. Boutal made contact. Loire cleared by Dabisas. Loire. Zavagno. Boutal is the only player in the middle. Help is arriving. Rotten's arriving here. This is Boutal. Given had to fist that ball to safety. Zavagno. All the tackles are flying in. Gary Speed claims he won the ball fair and square, but not according to the Italian official. Very shortly, Troyes could make the first substitution of the match. Here it comes. Red Ghazi is the player coming on. And Gousset, who's already done damage to Newcastle United, is the player substituted. He's done his work tonight and deserves a pat on the back from his colleagues and management. Farid Ghazi was expected to start tonight's game. He's an Algerian international. Played in a recent World Cup qualifier. Shay Given right behind that one, thank goodness, from Maneri. Newcastle United have been guilty of giving the ball away with unforced errors. Rotten with a cross in towards Boutal. Fantastic goal. He came in the blind side, and there's joy unconfined down on the Troyes bench as some Newcastle fans head for the exits, because that's where Newcastle are heading.
Yeah, definitely, Gary. Once again, some excellent play from Troyes. Not the best of clearances here from Shay Given. Gives it away somewhat, but from here, for me, it's all about Rotten down this left-hand side. The early ball he puts in the box there, impossible for the goalkeeper to get to that. And Boutal, who's been a threat all evening at the back post there, with a terrific header to make it 4-1. And you got to see on the balance of play, since the 5th minute of the first half, Troyes have been well on top in this game.
Is it worth Bobby Robson making any changes now?
Well, of course, because there are some tired legs out there in the Newcastle side, and they've got a big game coming up at the weekend. But here we see the earlier chance. Watch this ball in from Rotam. First time ball to the back post. Goalkeeper really can't come for that. It's the quality of the cross that beats him, and it's a fantastic header from Boutal.
Again, Newcastle's frustration just boils over there. Nikos Dabisas went through.
You see there that Cypher turned in to Dabisas, and he just caught him there, and referee in a good position there to give the free kick.
Amiobi. And another yellow card, I think, against Amiobi, is that right?
Yeah, looked like it, yes. Just for the challenge on Saifi there, once again being fouled there. He does well to come back here, Saifi, and you just see Amiobi there sticking out his left leg, just catching Saifi, and the referee gives him the yellow card.
That is third yellow card of the Intertoto Cup. So in the unlikely event of Newcastle barnstorming Troyes in the closing stages of this game, he'd be out for the UEFA Cup first round, first leg. But even the greatest optimist can't see that outcome. Zavagna. Solano. Lee. Maniri. Given to the rescue. I have to say, this is probably one of the best away performances of a European side I've seen for an awful long time. Bellamy. Credit where credit's due. Troyes have been absolutely awesome tonight.
You wouldn't have thought so after the first 5 minutes, would you?
Solano. Amiobi! Don't switch off just yet. We could have a late show here for Newcastle. They don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Ball in.
Sloppy defending here.
Yeah, the ball in from Robbie Elliott here. Solano does well at the back post to keep the ball in the Troyes box, and give credit to Amiobi. He's took this first time. Just see Solano coming into the back post there, keeping the ball in the danger zone. Amiobi on his right foot, keeps the ball high, goes past the goalkeeper.
Great finish. 4-2 then, no shortage of goals, but sadly for Newcastle United they've been in the wrong net. So 3 substitutions for Newcastle United after that goal. There's the players off. Oh, there's a player breaking forward here. It was Bellamy. Confirmation of the 3 players on Loire, O'Brien and Bernard.
Unfortunately, Gary, only one got on. Solano was supposed to have come off, but he kept looking over at the bench to see what was happening. And the referee played on.
We're slightly previous with our predictions of the Newcastle substitutions, but they are being made now as Olivier Bernard comes on. It's not only on the pitch where things are going pear-shaped tonight, is it?
It isn't. We quite clearly heard that it was Solano that was coming off.
Solano is coming off there.
The UEFA officials finally got it right, Gary.
Lua is on. Let's see if he can find another goal for Newcastle, and maybe, well, that's a handball surely against Thomas. Maybe Newcastle can just give us an exciting ending to this game. The crowd are suddenly getting interested in this match again.
Well, certainly that second goal from Amiobi has put Newcastle back in the picture, but you've got to say that, you know, it has been all trois in this game. They really have been an excellent side this evening.
Eventually cleared. Shea Given now on the halfway line, doing a Peter Schmeichel. Goalkeeper will save the corner kick. Ghazi missed out that. Ghazi again, the substitute for Troyes, and he's turned Bernard quite superbly. Lee. Calling for the ball, but Zavagno intercepted. Boutal now. Troyes just beginning to weave some passes together. Rotten, Zavagno. Bernard, oh, he was brought down. Now, can Newcastle just find that chink of light? That's a penalty, it is! Oh, we could have a dramatic ending to this game.
As they say, Gary, game on. If this goes in, Amiobi shows terrific skill and strength here, holding off Mineri, who brings him down for the penalty kick. Referee in a terrific position to give it.
It's Gary Speed. This would be a remarkable fight back for Newcastle United. He scored! Oh, the ones who went early are regretting it now. Game on. They're smiling at last.
Gary Speed, very confident, keeps it low. A little bit of luck there, but he goes underneath the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper really should have saved that one. It wasn't the best penalty from Gary, but he won't mind. It's gone into the net. 4-3. You got to see out of nothing. Newcastle United are back in this match.
Well, they still need a couple of goals to turn this round, but it's not impossible. They've got 20 minutes to do it. And Dukic coming on here to try and tighten up that Troyes midfield. Boutal is a player who's gone off, so they're trying to put a padlock on the team and try and defend this slender lead. But now the St James's Park crowd, who have been rather disillusioned with their team for the last 70 minutes, are now right behind them. Well, 2 goals in 20 minutes is not impossible, is it?
Not now, not after them getting the 2 goals in quick succession like they have. And you know, there's a great saying in football, goals change games, and Newcastle looked out of this match at 4-1. But 2 goals put back to 4-3, and you've got to say they've got an outside chance now.
Well, Bobby Robson must have thought he'd seen it all in his long management career, which has spanned 30 years. But nobody could have predicted 4-3 with 20 minutes to go. Amiobi. The stage is set for some of these Newcastle youngsters to make themselves household names for the Newcastle fans, including Shola Amiobi.
He really has come to life, Gary, isn't he?
Just 19 years old. And Newcastle are with the wind at their backs. Oh, a save from Utebis, and it's Amiobi again. Well, had that gone in, I think the roof would have been raised on St James's Park. Lua.
Just can get the ball out the box here. Amiobi with the first time left-footed shot. The only thing you would say was straight at the goalkeeper.
Olivier Bernard now for Newcastle. Free kick. Do you know what? Troyes are rattled here. They must have thought they'd not only got into the driving seat, but had clicked the safety belt. Free kick to Newcastle United. Lee drives it in. It's going to come down to Lua, and he leant back with the inevitable consequences.
Yeah, he'll know he should have done better with that, Gary. That was a chance for Lua.
The odds on Troyes winning this game by 4 goals to 3 were 100 to 1. I wish I had a fiver. And who knows? I get the impression the scoring isn't finished yet. Olivier Bernard lost the ball and then won his side the free kick. No advantage accrued. Olivier Thomas had the ball taken off the edge of his toe. Bernard, who really isn't relishing that left wing role. He's inside the penalty area. And Troyes are defending with their lives here. Gabisas tries to initiate another Newcastle raid, and then gave the ball away. To take the free kick. This has to be one of the most extraordinary games ever seen at St James's Park. Dukic beaten in the air. That's a desperate lunge which has gone unpunished. The referee's allowed the advantage. Olivier Bernard now. Bellamy. Bellamy again. Beaten away by the keeper Utebis, who's been busier in the last 15 minutes than he has in the entire game. Now, where's Shay Given going? Andy O'Brien just about kept the ball in play and did well then to win his side the throw. Andy O'Brien, the Republic of Ireland international. Lua. Braja, he's given away a throw in here to Newcastle United. Oh, we could be in for a grandstand finish tonight. It looks so unlikely when Troyes raced into that 4-1 lead. What must Alain Perrin be going through, the Troyes coach? This is Troyes' debut season in European competition. Savagno to take the throw. Neri now for Troyes. It was aimed in towards Ghazi. Ghazi might have a chance of winning this back here. Just knocks the ball out of harm's way. Throw in which Lee will take. Remember, Newcastle United have used up their 3 substitutions. The 11 on the pitch are charged with bringing a most unlikely result to this football club. O'Brien. Bellamy. Amiobi. Bernard. Plenty waiting for the cross, and he's gone round the back here. Fisted clear by Urtubis. Shoot is the message, and it took a wild deflection off Maneri. The entire crowd shouted shoot then. Lua with a corner. They've all missed it. Oh, another miss at the back post. Oh dear.
This was a real chance. Fantastic corner into the near post. First of all, it was Bellamy, missed it. Then Amiobi at the back post there. Really, he's got to do better there. He's got to get the ball on target. But he really has livened this Newcastle performance up in the second half.
Another change coming up for Troyes. Saifi is being substituted, an attacking midfield player, and replaced by another midfield player, Carl Turin, just 18 years old. Andy O'Brien, who has been short of pre-season fitness because of injury. Lua into Amiobi. Rob Lee. Bernard came off Thomas. Corner kick. Bring the cavalry forward.
Yeah, they've got to keep this pressure on, Gary.
Another dangerous corner. Troyes just can't get it clear at the moment. Amiobi. Oh, he ran into danger, and there could be a break on here. There's not a Newcastle defender back at the moment. The ground has gone silent. Ghazi. Lua. Foul by O'Brien. Chance for Troyes to take a bit of a breather. Their defence has been overworked in the last 10 minutes, trying to keep that Newcastle bombardment at bay. If only Newcastle had played with that sort of passion earlier on, they might not have got into this mess. O'Brien. Lua. O'Brien. Maneri is the back marker here. Ghazi. Taken by Shea Given. He wants to start a Newcastle raid himself here. In towards Amiobi. Maneri and Amiobi tussle for possession. Throw into Troyes. It really has been a remarkable night of football, hasn't it?
It has been incredible. You know, we were just saying how well that Troyes had played to get themselves into the position that they had. 4-1 up. Newcastle looked like they were completely beaten. But then Amiobi, he's taken over the show in the last 15 minutes or so, got the goal to make it 4-2. Then the penalty. And for a young man, only 19, as you mentioned there, Gary, he's done exceptionally well in this second half.
O'Brien has been penalised. Won his second cap last week in the friendly against Croatia in Dublin. Dikic. Difficult time to be chasing the game, needing 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, especially after Newcastle played on Sunday. Haven't had much rest. I just wonder how much that excuse will be brought up in the post-match reaction to this game. Dabisas. Bernard. Amiobi. Bellamy. There's a handball in there. A buzz of excitement. It's in the stands now at St James's Park. Just the moment that Newcastle might draw level. Urtubis already been beaten 3 times. Not a fourth there. Remember, 4-4 would not send the game into extra time because Troyes would win by that away goals rule. Urtubis has come here, he hasn't got to the ball. And that's a goal kick. The ball ricocheted off a Newcastle player last after Dukic cleared it. Dukic, this experienced Yugoslav, only plays on the left-hand side of midfield for Troyes. Bellamy. Bernard. Aaron Hughes, who was pitched into midfield very early on in this game, wants to forsake his defensive duties. Get the feeling that Troyes have steadied the ship in the last 5 minutes or so, Ray.
Yeah, they have. They've got numbers behind the ball. Obviously the substitutes that they've brought on are more defensive minded, and you know, they're getting, as I say, they're getting lots and lots of players behind the ball, and Newcastle just can't get the quality into the box at the moment, and it could maybe just get them this 4th goal.
Just get one more goal now. It was an interesting last few minutes to this game. Lua. Bernard. Amiobi! Great block. Maneri did well then to block Shola Amiobi's shot on goal. That's more like it by Newcastle. Really is edge of the seat stuff now. Away by Maneri. Bernard. And Newcastle have another free kick. Again, send everybody forward. Only Shea given inside his own half of the field now. Dabisas. Another weak header in on goal by the central defender, Nikos Dabisas. A year ago was injured on the opening day of the season. He was out till Easter. Again, the home fans urge Newcastle forward. Amiobi.
Good defending from Manieri there.
Real nail-biting stuff, isn't it? Dukic might get on the end of this one. Good tackle by O'Brien. Dukic. O'Brien. Rotten. Another good cross. Oh, Ghazi almost got there. He felt he was impeded. Shea given urged to take the ball out of defence now, but not too many options available to him. So he picks out Lua. His time about to defeat Newcastle United here. They have to score soon. Bernard, what a mazy run by him, but he's lost the ball. Ghazi. Troyes have a player injured. And the home supporters are suspicious that this isn't a legitimate injury here.
Bobby Robson, I think he's in a little chat with Loire telling him to come over on this right hand side. He doesn't want them floating around the pitch, he wants them over here on the right. Here's the injury to Roten there. There wasn't really much in it. Bernard going through the challenge. Be interesting to see if Newcastle give him the ball back here.
No, they don't. Oh, yes, they do. Again, Shea Given well outside his 18-yard box. Loire, under his management, under his manager's instructions, has come to this right side. Bernard, oh, there was a really hefty challenge then. I think it was an accident more than anything else, but it was a painful one.
To see here, it's a genuine attempt to go for the ball. He's caught Ahmed on the side of the head there, but he only had his eyes on the ball there, and you can see that he has got a cut on his head, Ahmed, as he's lying there.
It was an unfortunate collision, but one which will prolong the game.
Can I remind you that at the end of the game,
prolong the agony of the Newcastle United fans who still are urging their team to find a couple of late goals to take them through.
Just catches on there, Gary, with his left arm, doesn't he? As he's gone in there. As you can see, with the referee in a great position there to see the injury. He looks dazed.
I think I'm right in saying that Troyes have made all their substitutions, so if Ahmed is unable to continue, they'll play the end of this game with just 10 men, the French team.
He looks worried, Gary, doesn't he? He's looking at his watch. I'm sure he wants the final whistle.
I think Saifi was looking to sneak back on there, but I think we would have spotted that. But just for the moment, the under siege Troyes are down to 10 men. Ghazi. The only way is forward now for the Toon. Loire. Amiobi. Speed. Look at deflection. Great save by Urtubis. Bernard. Whistle's gone. Oh, that was a fantastic save. Now what's the referee indicating here? Thomas has gone down injured. 5 minutes of stoppage time. That must be like oxygen to a drowning man. 5 minutes for Newcastle to try and find another 2 goals. Just trying to work out who's being cautioned here. I think it's Bernard. But in the middle of all that was an unbelievable save there by Urtubis, the goalkeeper of Troyes.
He certainly was, and he's kept his team in here. Just see, when he passes this ball to Gary Speed, he's in a definite and an offside position. He fires in across the face of the goal. Dab his ass with a shot, and you've got to give the keeper all the credit there with a fabulous save.
Ghazi, Dukic. Good block. We're already into stoppage time at the end of the game. Trying to slow the pace of the game down inevitably. Roten. Ball had gone out. The referee's assistant on the far side, quick to raise his flag. And Troyes will waste a few more minutes down in that corner. It's all Loire, who's got frightening pace. He's just overrun the ball. Tourine now is injured. Here's Bernard. Oh dear. Crude lunge there by Maneri. Or to Leroy, who gave away the free kick.
Yeah, positive run here from Bernard, going across Leroy there. Cynical challenge, definite free kick to Newcastle United. But the only problem for Newcastle, Gary, there's only 2.5 minutes left and they need 2 goals.
Just takes a heartbeat to score, though. Here comes the free kick. Just won't go in. O'Brien had the shot, which was blocked. Corner kick to Newcastle United. Loire to take it. Tobias has lost it. It's in the back of the net. Incredible. It's 4-4. Aaron Hughes ties this Intertoto final, but Newcastle need just one more.
I think you've got to put that down to a mistake by the goalkeeper, Urtibes here. See, the first header comes in here from Robbie Elliott. O'Brien's just in the way of the goalkeeper. He's completely missed it. Gone into the back of the net. 4-4. And can Newcastle get this all-important 5th?
1 goal now for Newcastle United, and they'll be through to the UEFA Cup. They have to score now. Bellamy. Troyes are back on their heels now as Newcastle attack. We're inside the last 60 seconds of the game. And Newcastle have it back. Loire. The referee looks at his watch again. Still Loire. Bernard. Could this be it? The answer is no. Urtibes wasting time here. Only a matter of seconds left, but Newcastle just need one more attack. Just need one more goal. They could do with 2 footballs on the pitch. This topsy-turvy game has been absolutely indescribable. It's all over. Troyes are through. Newcastle just couldn't find that last goal to take them through to the UEFA Cup. And the French side, having scored 4 away goals, go through on the away goals rule. Final score from St James's Park is Newcastle United 4, Troyes 4.